is a Bramble Jam podcast. Hi, I'm Bran, and I love UPtv Christmas musicals.
Hi, I'm Ryan, and I like musicals.
Hi, I'm Dan, and have you heard about our Lord and Savior, UPtv? And this is the Deck the Hallmark podcast.
Deck the Hallmark, it's this podcast.
Brandon and friends host this podcast.
We hope you like this jolly podcast.
Oh,
I like to lie. I just don't like to lie.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, yeah.
Hi, everybody.
You do like musicals. So do I.
Yeah. Yep.
Hi, everybody. Happy Christmas week.
Same to you.
Yeah, dude.
It begs the question, who's this episode for? who's
What is it,
Christ-
December 22nd?
Yeah.
Already?
Yeah.
Man. Wow.
Merry
believe we're still
Christmas
here.
week. Hopefully everybody's doing well.
Yeah. 2 days away from our Christmas shoes episode. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
What is it? Do we know? What of the world? Would it be the Jewish one?
No. That we've already done.
Oh,
that.
that's right. No. We already did that. I know we already
What
did.
is
Casey
wrong
was on
with you?
that
How
episode.
did
I'm
you
sorry.
It was so much fun. It's the Christmas baby.
Christmas Baby. Great episode for that.
Christmas, baby.
That's right. It's gonna be
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
Yeah,
So,
it is. Like these UPtv movies have been. Am I right, guy?
Amen, brother.
Let's talk about what we're gonna do in January.
Okay.
What are we doing?
Because
When does The Way Home come back?
Not in January.
Mm.
And it's the last season of The
Last
Way Home.
season.
What do you think about
Oh,
that?
I hadn't heard
they
that.
announced last season.
Wow.
What do you think?
I feel like we had a really good series finale just
That's right.
last year that they
Yep.
it's almost you almost think that you go several more years after that episode that
Or
we just
none.
saw, or you ended on that.
That's
you
right.
know, but they split the difference.
They split the difference. That's right.
We're gonna go back to 80s.
Yeah.
We gotta do 80s.
We're going back to the sports movies. What do we do? What did we have?
We talked about going back to Mighty Mondays.
Because and
We gotta watch
expanding
Frequency.
expanding to include, dude. Listen, if we want to allow Deck the Hallmark to do like late 90s, early 2000s movies that all came out after The Sixth Sense that tried to recapture that thing, like not just twist ending, but like that combination of heartfelt twist, murder mystery. Like
We
there
We
was
could call it M Night Mondays.
M. Night Mondays, but it's not M. Night movies. Like, I got to be honest, there
Twist
are
Thursdays.
there are dozens of movies that came out from 1998 to 2004 that are just by the wayside somewhere because of when they were released. And
Christy Tuesdays.
I would just
Yeah, we'll bump the weekly
we'll
Hallmark
do a
movie
Tuesday Twister,
so that we can do the
Thursday
twisty movies.
Twister. That's
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Man. Sign me. Like if I get to watch Frequency on Deck the Hallmark, I feel like all my bases have finally been covered, and I'm
well, you're
whole,
ready for it.
you know
You're
what I mean?
watching it every week.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
No,
Bran,
listen.
real quick, are we up against it? I have one I've been wanting to ask you guys about.
Please go for
Yeah,
it.
sure. Whatever.
Unrelated to anything we've been talking
Well,
about.
that's never stopped us before.
Yeah. So as you know, I recently got engaged.
Yes,
to
you did.
Alyssa Turner. Yeah, and we're very excited. We went for dinner the day after we got engaged, and this wasn't a big deal. She had a small problem with this, and I'm just curious where you two land on
Oh
it.
boy,
All right.
here we go.
Did you
we
get
went to
approval before bringing this
Oh
up?
no.
Yeah, no. She
Okay.
wanted me to bring it.
All
I
right,
also
good.
have one for next week if we
Good.
want to keep that in
Got
mind.
it.
Sure.
Because
but
I
yeah.
notoriously take Alyssa's side in this thing. Like, and that's not because I don't love you. It's just that you're wrong a lot in these.
This has nothing to do with purchasing anything.
Okay, all right, here we go.
You
All right,
know,
so you're out to eat.
we're out to eat, and I just want to say for the record, Alyssa actually wanted me to bring this up. She was curious what the people thought.
Okay, got it.
And so, we a very nice place. It's where we go. We go to this place a lot. It's very nice, very posh place.
We get it. You're rich.
We
Okay,
understand.
move
You're
on.
independent.
No,
wealthy. WWE money for days.
No. God bless Big Oil, but like, but
When you invest right, you invest right.
yeah, like But so we're there, and listen, we don't have to get into it. I've had a decent amount of time on my hands since May. I've been working out, but I've also been enjoying,
Yeah, man.
culinary. Yeah,
Heck
like,
yeah.
and
Holidays are
I
time
haven't-
for baked goods.
I haven't worn jeans a lot since May.
Oh boy.
Like, and I did on this evening, and we sat down, and I said, "Wow, this belt is really kind of constricting me."
Yeah.
So I took the belt off at the table, and I said, "Hey, can you put this in your purse?" And she thought that was like ungodly of me to do.
She's right. She's 100% right.
No one saw me take
But
this off.
but
Daniel.
Rye Guy, your belt has multiple different adjustments. Why didn't you
Were
just
you
adjust
you
it?
were at your limit?
I was at 2, and I didn't think 1 was going to make much of a difference.
You,
And I just wanted
you didn't
to
think
enjoy
1 was
this
going to make
meal.
much of a difference?
I didn't think so.
Were
like,
you
listen, man,
able to breathe?
I felt a
He was
lot
at
better
his
after
limit.
Yeah.
If he slid it from 2 to 1, that's all you need.
I don't
It's a
think it
lot
was gonna
more
help.
room.
I don't think it was going to help.
You
I
didn't-
don't think it's like
Wait, hold on.
Then
You didn't
could
belt?
you have unbuttoned or unbuckled the belt and just sat there at dinner with it unbuckled and not told anyone?
didn't think about that at the time.
There's so many options that aren't. Hey, baby, can you hold this belt for me?
Oh, that sound nothing like that, Dan.
That's
What are you doing
exactly
there?
what you were. You were at the one indoor dining establishment in Mobile, Alabama, and you're like, "Can you hold this belt for me?"
Nobody saw it. They have the mood lighting to begin with. I did it very discreetly.
What?
You know what I've learned as I've gotten older? This is an important lesson for everybody, and I don't mean this disparagingly. Like, nobody's looking at you. Like, we are the hero of our own stories.
It's a great,
and like,
great point.
nobody, people are enjoying their meal.
Dude,
Bran, where do you land on this?
Before he gives an opinion, as someone that routinely people watches when I go to restaurants, my wife and I live to go out to eat and people watch. I would have seen it and been like, that dude just handed his belt over the table to his girlfriend.
Did you go?
Oh my
did you go
God.
over table or under table?
No, we were well, I guess over table, but it was like a side seating thing, right? So
Were you sitting next to each other in a booth?
Yeah, we were sitting next to each. Well, no, it's like it was like a table of 8. So like we're like she's at one corner, I'm at the next.
You had the full table.
You had
of
a
eight
table
to
of 8 for
yourself?
2 of you?
They gave us a table Alyssa didn't like, and she was like, "This ain't gonna do it for us." And they
I
gave us
love
the
it.
best table in the place.
And
you
you
said,
she knows exactly what table she wants to sit at, and she's marrying a guy who's handing the belt to her over a
said
table.
Bran, where do you land?
Well, really quick, you were wearing jeans and you had a belt on?
Yeah, I do that.
All right, good old boy.
No, I do.
Wait.
You's a good old
Yeah,
boy.
you got to keep your pants up.
I've never
You
done
don't-
that before.
you
No,
never
with
put a
jeans.
But you
belt-
just get
not over
pants that
jeans.
fit perfectly.
No,
Yeah.
I
When
wear.
do you wear a belt?
Dude, I got a belt on right.
So
belt on
my
with
problem,
everything, unless
really,
it's elastic waistband.
I hate belts. I hate
I
them.
hate them.
I
I
hate
hate jeans.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
mind jeans.
I found a pair of jeans that is amazing, and
just
I'm
right?
not
Is
gonna.
it Muggsy?
I'm not. It isn't Muggsy, but it's a similar brand. I'm not. Do you want me to shout them out here?
I mean, I don't want to screw anything up sponsorship wise for
They
you.
are.
don't have a-
I
we
tell
don't
you,
have
they
a
feel as
jean
comfortable
company.
as not jeans. They are great, and I swear by them now. They're
All right.
expensive, but I've like.
Muggsy's expensive.
But
like,
I've literally had pairs of these pants for years and years, and like normally if I buy a pair of jeans, they don't last long. So
All right. I mean, I'm gonna need something. I'm gonna get
I
a job eventually.
I do everything in my power not to wear belts. And I could see
You
myself.
only wear it with like a suit?
Yeah, and even then, sometimes I try to figure out a way around it.
what in the world, dude?
Yeah, I
That's
hate 'em.
wild.
I hate them. I hate them. So I would do this.
You would pass
Thank
your
you, man.
belt over the table to Caitlin.
What I would do,
Means a lot to
this
me,
is
thank
how
you.
it would normally work. I would probably say something like, this belt's kind of uncomfortable. And then she would be like, just take it off and hand it to me. I don't think I would proactively take it off and hand it to her and say, hey, store this for me.
Yeah, I did it unprompted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah.
what's getting you into trouble here.
I mean, we had a lovely dinner.
It's the
I mean,
unprompted handoff.
This Brand, you wouldn't have liked it, but this pumpkin cheesecake they had was
Whoa.
unreal.
Pumpkin
It was,
cheesecake.
It was basically just pumpkin pie, but with a little more texture. It
Let's
was great.
freaking go.
Hey, Brand, by the way, you've been judging those bakes great, man. You've been crushing the game.
Hey, I made him a chocolate pumpkin pie on Thanksgiving. I gave him a piece.
He sure did,
Yep.
and it was
True to my word.
and it was wonderful.
Yeah.
Loved every
All
second.
right,
of it.
I got one next week if we remember to.
Okay, got it.
We'll see. That's a whole week away.
Yeah.
Speaking of the musical week away, we're actually talking about another Christian musical today. It is The Best Thing About Christmas.
Sure is.
One of the movies that UPtv, in their infinite wisdom, added to the schedule.
Yep.
Late in the
We
game.
didn't preview this one,
We
right?
didn't preview this one. This was added with Soldier for Christmas.
Okay.
This one aired Saturday, the 20th of December, and it went a little something like this. The movie kicks off with a guy, Dylan, playing a tune for his wife, Kara, while she folds laundry, and he sings to her, "I'm gonna make you romantic."
What is that?
I hate it. What is that?
Early, wait, what? What is that?
What does
that mean?
What does it mean? What does
it?
it mean? I'm gonna make you romantic.
It doesn't make any sense.
What does it mean?
This is a guy who would 100% take his belt off and hand it over the table to his wife.
Don't you,
Dude,
don't
you're
you
Dylan.
remotely.
Hey, you're being
I
a
didn't think
Dylan.
it was romantic in that moment.
You're being
Far
such a
from it,
Dylan.
What I was told.
You're being such a Dylan. You probably had a backwards hat on while you did it.
Yeah. Toby Keith in one earbud.
Best thing about Christmas
That's right.
B-sides on the other. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you romantic. And she starts singing it with him, so I guess mission accomplished. I don't know. Again, I'm
Still
foggy,
fuzzy. Yep.
foggy on what it means.
Yeah.
He's an aspiring musician, despite the fact that he's definitely too old for that. He has 4 kids. One of them is 18 years old. Her name is Molly, and she is an aspiring musician. You know, like someone who's 18 and has a dream.
You got it.
You know?
Yeah, it's going to go well. I know it is.
She goes with her dad to a gig, and there's a record executive there that ends up signing them on the spot to a record label. Off to Nashville they go, despite the fact that Kara really does not like this idea, does not want to go to Nashville, but he's the man. He makes the rules. It's Christmas Eve, and Dylan gets a call. Molly has been killed in a car crash.
No.
What?
No,
Yeah,
Brand.
really.
No. She dies in a sledding accident.
It wasn't.
Wait, what?
Time out. No, we thought it was car.
No, no. Another wait, what? They don't talk a single word about this.
The guy
sledding
calling,
trip.
you see the car though. It's on the way home from a sledding
How
trip.
did you get sledding accident?
They say it later on. It's in here somewhere.
There's no way she died in a sledding accident.
I'm telling you, they said she died in a sledding
I thought she died in a car coming back from sledding.
They said sledding accident. I'm just telling you. I'm not. I also thought car crash. I was also trying to figure out why she wasn't with the family on Christmas
Well,
Eve.
yes, obviously.
Yeah, well, we'll get there.
Great question.
For sure.
But I listen. I'm not arguing again. I also thought it was car accident, but at one point somebody.
Are they at the North Pole? Is Tom
Could be.
Kavanagh at the North Pole,
Yeah.
or is that a different?
That's the North Pole.
That's the North. That's the North Pole.
That's what we got.
Bernard. Barabbas over there.
Birds dry.
So,
Go
gosh,
for it, sport.
gosh, I love the Santa Claus.
It's the best.
So good.
Diskless North Poles brand.
Brother, I
Diskless
thought about it a
North
lot.
Poles.
I thought about that a lot.
Oh my, that's
Santa-
a good one.
Santa Claus is one.
Santa Claus is
one.
I'm trying
I
to
gotta
think
be
of how
honest.
it wouldn't be one.
I gotta be honest. I think the Hallmark movie North Pole is actually a pretty good North Pole.
Oh, Tiffany Amber Thiessen?
Yeah,
I think Elf is a very fun North Pole.
Elf is a fun
fun.
North Pole.
It's a very fun North
Rudolph
Pole.
is got to be in the
Rudolph's
discussion.
pretty good.
Rudolph, yeah. I like. I don't like this movie, but I do like the Arthur Christmas North Pole.
Arthur
You don't
Christmas-
like Arthur Christmas?
I don't. There's
I watch it every year. I like it a little less.
there's a
each year,
Deck
I
the
guess.
Hallmark episode all about it where Alonzo loves it and he loves it.
Oh, I
and-
listen. Yeah, I listen.
yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Not my jam.
So Molly's dead. And
In a sledding car accident.
yeah, sledding car accident.
Maybe the car started sledding. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't rule that out.
So Dylan feels responsible for this because he uprooted his entire family and brought him to Nashville, where she then went sledding and died,
And
I
drove.
guess.
Yeah.
And so Dylan's pretty much a dirtbag for the next hour of this movie,
It seemed
and
like longer.
occasionally
Yeah.
sings a song about it. The record label woman, I guess, tries to make a move on him, and he realizes that he's been screwing things up at home and decides he's going to smash his guitar right there on the ground.
You skipped to that already.
Yeah.
Good for you.
He goes to visit Molly's grave sites and has a conversation with Pastor, who gets on the ground with him, and he has great boots. Pastor's boots are on point. He apologizes to his wife and family, and he decides that he's going to hold a fundraiser in Molly's honor and encourages everybody to bring warm clothes and canned foods to donate. something that Molly was very passionate about. The event is a smash hit, and he brings out country superstar Mark Wills.
It was 1980-something in the world that I grew up in.
And his youngest daughter to sing a song that Dylan and Molly were working on before she passed. You've guessed it, The Best Thing About Christmas. The movie ends with the family putting up their Christmas tree on Christmas Eve like they always do. They're happy once again, and that was The Best Thing About Christmas.
We did it. Did I hear you right earlier? This is the other one that was added with Soldiers
Yes.
of Christmas? UPtv should be shot on side.
Yeah, you know what? The average would be, you take these two out.
Yeah.
Like,
It's better average.
Yo,
Yeah.
way better average.
yeah.
We're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We're going to get to The Best Thing About Christmas, which isn't this movie. Here on Take the Hallmark.
Whenever you're ready.
Pump fake. Blue 42. Hi, everybody. Merry Christmas. Thanks for joining.
But see, I didn't see you take it off.
I just thought you were messing around under the table. That's what you don't know. Is everybody's like, what's that guy doing under the table?
Hey, Alyssa, you only do audio for these. I would recommend watching this one on YouTube. You'll get a kick out of that. Yeah.
All right, we're talking about The Best Thing About Christmas, UPtv Christmas musical.
Can't believe you didn't see. I did a whole thing too.
I didn't see it.
Man.
It's time for us to share our thoughts on it. I'm going to start with you, Rye Guy. Rye, what'd you think about The Best Thing About Christmas?
So listen, I was really excited about the prospect of this because the one consistency with UPtv this holiday season has been that the music has been a lot of fun.
Yep.
At times, even really catchy.
And then
so
you
the idea
watched
of them doing a musical was exciting. The best way I can articulate this is that I just don't understand. Bran, you just did this, but you just, synopsized the musical here, but there's a lot of abrupt swings in this movie. I thought the movie was, I thought that it was going to be several different things, several different times, because at first they very quickly sign a record deal. And I thought that's what the movie was going to be about. It was like rockumentary and Saved by the Bell, where they sign the record deal and then they're not friends forever.
Maybe Dad and Molly butt heads. Maybe Molly she wanted to sign Molly too to a separate deal. Maybe Molly signs a deal, she loses her way a little bit.
Yep. And there's the villainous record label person, and so but then they moved to Nashville. And I thought that would also be a big part of the story.
Nah,
that
man.
They're in, because there's a whole song about how
Our
they
house was
like where
better.
they used to live, which, by the way, may be the worst song in a musical ever.
Yeah, it's up there.
Yeah.
The worst part about that is that it's probably the catchiest song in the movie.
I know.
Yeah, both are true.
And then for a few minutes, it looks like the primary conflict of the film is going to be that, Bran, to your point, that the daughter is going to be influenced by the record. That's going to be the main conflict of the film. But then she dies in a sledding accident.
Then she dies.
And I got it. Listen, good on what's the name of this movie? The Best Thing About Christmas. Good on this film. I didn't see it coming. I didn't see it coming.
But but is the movie better for it?
No.
Sometimes the biggest swing isn't the best swing.
Yep. And then don't ask me how I did this, but I actually watched the movie that we're going to review next week before this one, right?
Oh my God. That's crazy.
Yeah, make any
don't
sense.
ask me how I did it. I when you take a belt off, just things can happen, right? And so
if you're not watching this one on YouTube, you're just missing out.
Listen, you really got to fire up the
Flat
YouTube
out.
machine for this one. Listen, when this was actually a musical, I don't want to say the songs were particularly good, especially The Best Thing About Christmas. That song sucked. But it was tolerable enough when it was a musical. When it wasn't a musical, things such as this could have been a wait, what? I'll say it here, Bran. The movie at one point, like Sadie, that's the youngest kid, asks her dad if he wishes that she died instead of Molly.
Whoa.
Like, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
There's just massive gaps in the plot, as I kind of alluded to. I listen, maybe this is giving the movie too much credit. There must have been a massive rewrite at some point, because it just even by UPtv faith-based movie standards, it just doesn't make any sense.
And that's
it's
the lowest
shame.
of bars.
Yeah, it's a shame because I actually think the Saved by the Bell rockumentary version of this could have been kind of fun in a bad way. This was just not fun in a bad way, Bran, and I'm worse for it.
I'm with you 100%. I firmly believe that the better version of this movie does not kill Molly, who is, for the first 15 minutes of this movie, the only bright light in this movie. I think that she was obviously the best singer. I thought that her performance was stellar, and then they kill her.
I killed her.
They kill her, and they kill any chance at this movie being good in the process. Yeah, I agree. The songs not catchy. I couldn't tell you one of them. The melody, just a really unpleasant time. Sad. It just wasn't fun. And so I've been asking for Hallmark to do a musical, and I am still imploring them to do so. And I believe that in the process, Hallmark will not do this. They'll not make the fatal flaw of 15 minutes into the movie killing somebody. I can count on Hallmark to not do that.
Maybe it's TV PG because they killed someone.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, come on.
It was bold. I mean, bold swing.
Big swing.
With no setup.
None.
No matter how she died, there's no setup.
Zero. Everything seems to be going fine.
They don't even give us a scene where she's like, hey, I'm going to go sledding with friends. And there's like this, it wouldn't have saved the movie, obviously, but I at least would have made that scene. I would have felt something. This conversation ahead of time where it's like, hey, I'm going to go sledding with friends. And they're like, but it's Christmas Eve and we're going to watch a movie. And she's like, come on. I just made friends. We just moved here. Like, they all want to go sledding. It's not going to be a big deal. I'll be back before it's late. Like, a small scene like that makes that scene where they get this call not be so daggum jarring. So tough one.
Yeah.
Dana?
Real tough one.
This is the worst one of the year.
Wow.
I would still say Soldier for Christmas is worse,
give me, folks, try not to die on an oil rig with a ham radio. Give me Soldier for Christmas in its $10 shabby, so bad I can't believe I'm watching it, but you tried. This movie stormed the Capitol. It legitimately is like, listen, everything in this movie that's the subtext, the killing the daughter's bad, the music atrocious, but the subtext of this movie is downright Christian nationalist. Like, it is like infuriating. The message of this movie, the constant pull yourself up by your own bootstraps that we get in this movie. I mean, guys, like, the dog whistles in this movie are not dog whistles because you can hear them. Like, they even have one character of color who is magical that just gives sage advice, a racist trope from 30 years ago that everyone knows not to do anymore, aside from the best thing about Christmas on UPtv. This movie is inexcusable, unconscionable, and absolutely unwatchable. Absolutely not under any circumstances. And as soon as they killed the daughter, any chance of it being funny because of how bad it was also left because they wanted me to take it seriously. Get out of here. Never again, under any circumstances. Hard pass from Dan.
Safe to say it didn't make you romantic.
It certainly did not.
Yeah, I think all of us are still left wanting in the romantic department. It's time for all the feels where we're talking about what this movie gave us feels.
It made me romantic for when white men still ruled the day. You know what I mean? Like, when they still,
hey, brother,
they were the patriarchs.
Romantic for Soldier for Christmas.
That's right.
I mean, which is pretty impressive.
You earned this belt back.
Thank you so much.
You get your black belt in manhood. Right, guy?
This primarily takes place in Nashville. Alyssa and I were front row when we saw Boyz II Men play in Nashville with a full orchestra. Best concert I've ever seen in my life, ever probably will see, and obviously goes without saying, a much better musical than this, Brent.
Shout out.
So your feeling
really
is
an
the
amazing
Boys
concert.
to Men concert
Really
you went to?
really amazing.
got it.
Like
Fair enough.
worth the trip. Like incredible show. Like 10 out of 10 if you ever get the chance to see him with an orchestra do it.
Sure. I grew up in Dan, like you, at a very Christian house, and so I felt this line in my bones as teenage son is looking at his dad after his dad storms into the room and is like, "Why are you in Molly's room? Why are you touching her clothes?" This son stands up and he says, "Seriously, Dad, what the heck?"
Yeah.
And I felt it in my bones.
That's as firm as you would ever think of stepping to your dad.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's a 10 of 10.
That is the best delivery in this movie. I felt it. I felt it in my. Seriously, Dad, what the heck?
That's a contemporary Christian Southern evangelical home 10 of 10. Like that's borderline get out of my house level. Seriously, Dad, what the heck?
What the heck?
That is coming. That's going hard in the paint right there.
And if you're really feeling yourself, you're what the freaking heck?
Yeah.
What the?
you're
How many
close.
times did you go frickin' heck, Brand?
Oh, you
Oh,
would.
no.
You would not to your parents.
No.
Behind their
literally-
backs, you'd be like, "What the frick?"
I got grounded for saying "screw you" one time, Ryan. That's not a. That really did.
Screw you, go die in a hole.
That was frick you.
Frick
Go
you,
down a
go
hole.
down a
That's a different story for a different
Doesn't
day.
matter.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
Seriously,
matter.
Dad, what the heck?
It doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
Dan?
I've already given my feels. I think it's pretty clear where I stand with this movie and how I wish it would go back to the 1950s from whence it came.
Would you like God to bless the oil rig though?
I would
Big oil?
not.
Okay.
No, but Big Oil's doing Big Oil in that. Wait a minute. Big Oil in the movie that we watched is doing less damage than this ideology is doing in this movie.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's not particularly close. Now, overall, Big
Seriously,
Oil.
Dan?
Yeah.
What the heck?
What the heck?
Dan, like the move.
We're gonna take a break. We're gonna come back. We're gonna break this movie down more here on
Deck the Hallmark.
Hey, can you mind
I got it.
holding
No problem.
Nah, that doesn't even make. Why would I have done that though? That doesn't make sense.
Maybe your shoes
Like,
were hurting.
Yeah,
Honestly, letting
you
these
know,
dogs.
early, I do regret this. Early on in my,
Yeah, I cooked a meal.
my-
Do you mind holding my chef shirt?
Yeah, sure, no
That's
problem.
good. Thank you.
I do regret this. Is like when I first got my job out of college. I would take my shoes off at my desk. Just I don't know why I did it. I didn't like it. I regret it.
Would you have socks on and you were at your
Yeah, socks
desk
on.
in your
Yeah.
office?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Let those dogs bark.
Yeah. I don't have a
Yeah.
problem with that.
I regret it.
I mean, my office is a recliner.
Yeah.
I'm not the best.
Guy, there's a
asset.
lot of stuff you should regret.
Yeah.
That's not
Like
one.
what?
That's not one.
That's
of
not
them.
one of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's time for the way what. It's where we talk about what in this movie. Minutes ago. What? I'll start with you, right guy.
I don't understand about how we made someone romantic, but we can move on.
Yeah.
This guy is trying to. Is actually comes
I'm
full
gonna
circle.
make you romantic.
That sounds like something somebody would say 15 beers deep.
Yeah. I'm gonna make you
romantic. Wow.
Hey, sweetheart.
Come on, I will make you romantic.
romantic.
I just finished up at Fitzy's and I'm gonna make
That's
you
right.
romantic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wrigley, you've ever said that to some-
doesn't overserve. We don't.
That's true.
110 kilo per person.
Well,
Now,
isn't
you
a
could try to make
tequila-
someone romantic after one, though. That's true.
Isn't a tequila
It's a
in and of
10-pound
itself
tank.
over?
Yep, it is probably overserving. You're right.
Yeah.
So I stand corrected. We do overserve at Fitzy's.
All right, fair enough.
Back to you, Brant.
Making you romantic, pal.
God bless.
God
Rye
bless
guy?
you.
This kind of comes back to the belt of it all. This guy is trying to have his wife think that he sneaks home after it doesn't sneak home, but he gets home late from the set because he signed a record deal.
Yeah.
And he wants her to think that he was in bed for a while, but he's just in his shirt and jeans that he
Dude.
wore to the set.
Can you
Why-
imagine? I've never played a concert, Brand. I didn't mean to interrupt you, right guy. Can you imagine going? I've seen you play. Like, remember Joe Muggs downtown? wherever it was?
Mojos, yeah.
Mojug.
Also known as.
I saw you. I mean, you were. It was Christmas time.
Yeah.
But you were getting it's an hour and a half.
Sweating
yeah.
hard.
Can you imagine rolling home
Hard as
in your
thing.
unbelted jeans and just going straight to sleep in that?
No. I leave my jeans unbelted for this reason. Easy to take off.
Yeah.
It's just
After
a
a
bad
gig.
cover. Like
It's real
yeah.
bad. Real bad.
It's also unsanitary, but whatever. There wasn't a hint of Christmas in this for the first 20 minutes.
right.
And then suddenly, I've never seen anything like this. then suddenly they not only say it's December, and the next breath they say it's Christmas Eve. Like the lower third doesn't say Christmas Eve, says December.
That's right.
And then our characters tell us it's Christmas Eve.
It's your nightmare.
Wild
it's your
time.
nightmare. You guys skipped
Wild
all of
time.
December
I
and went
would
straight
be
to Christmas
so
Eve.
bummed out. I'm bummed thinking about it.
It's crazy.
And then last one, I mean, there could have been several dozen.
Would you rather
Oh, boy.
never get to watch Grandma's Going to Town, whatever that's called, the Mary Kate and Ashley movie?
You know, the old saying, Grandma's going to town.
Would you rather? What's the name of the
What's
GD movie?
Grandmother's house we go.
To Grandma's house we go.
You know, the famous song, "To Grandmother's Town" is here.
Grandma got run over by Grandma's going to town. Grandma Claus is going to town.
Going down.
Would you rather never get to watch that during the holidays again and only in July, or one Christmas you're in a coma from November 30th to December 24th? One Christmas.
I would watch "To Grandmother's House We Go" in July, right?
Oh, forever. You never can watch it in.
Well, that was no. You
that's
can't
what I
change the
said.
parameters.
No, that was the original question.
Brand, did you hear that? I didn't.
You can never watch it again
I
in
was
November.
too busy thinking about how funny it is that Grandmother's coming to town.
He's going to town. You can never watch that movie again in the holidays. So you can't watch it in October, November, December ever again. You can only watch it in the summer for the rest of your life, or you can watch it whenever you want, but one Christmas in your life, coma from November 30th to December 24th.
I'd probably take the coma.
Wow.
How about that?
Man.
That's only
Just
one.
Grandma's coming to town.
I mean, not knock on wood. Hopefully, I have at least
120 good
60,
Christmases.
60. Yeah, I like that.
60-ish. I mean, boy, famous last words, right? But yeah, I mean, I could sacrifice one, I suppose. It'd be a bummer though.
Yeah.
Brand, how about you? Grandma's coming to town or coma?
Well, I don't care about
He
that
doesn't
special.
care about the special. For him, it'd have to be a
Answer
different.
the question, Brand.
Yeah.
I would-
You
You
can
can't
never
watch Elf on
How about this?
Thanksgiving
You can
Day
never. You can
after.
never watch Santa Claus again, ever, or coma from Halloween to Christmas.
Oh my God.
Boy,
October-
I don't know what I would do there.
October 31st to Christmas Eve.
Yeah, I at least got November 1st through Thanksgiving in mind.
Can I ask you this? How old are my kids?
They're all grown.
Okay, then I'll take the coma.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's the correct. Yeah, I think you can't miss one with your kids.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So mine would be relatively soon, more than likely.
Yeah, you'd have to knock that out quick.
Yeah.
Let's knock this one out fast.
I have one more. I don't know if
sure.
it really matters. Actually, no, it's important. This mom, she's not the worst character in this movie by a wide margin. However, the dad is clearly coming up short in the wake of Molly's death.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm not joking about this. She's like, I'm going to Knoxville. You take care of the kids.
Sure did.
This was nuts.
This conversation happens right after he blows up on his entire family for being
and
in
they're like,
Molly's
what the
room.
heck, Dad?
He does. Right after the kid says, seriously, Dad, what the heck? He yells at all of his family. She says, I know that, you're clearly going through it right now. And it's probably not the best thing for you to be around the kids right now.
You got to watch them all.
I'm out of here. You take the kids.
I thought until she said the last line, I was like, she's taking the kids with her. She's going to give them some time to think. No. You're in the darkest place you've ever been. Watch our 4 children.
Yeah.
They also don't, and because there's no way to do it well after such a preposterous thing. They don't show us her being like, now, kids, I know you're terrified of your father, but I'm going to leave you with them. I'm out of
She's
here.
just gone. She's gone. And I want to say this as well, because this leads to one of my wait what's, which is that blow up happens, right? The next scene, he is on a bench with his youngest daughter eating ice cream or whatever. And this is when he says, I'm sorry, right? What also happens when this scene opens up where he is on this bench with his youngest daughter, it says December, which means the scene that happened where he blows up on his family didn't have it was a different day. It was at the very
November
least
30th.
that happened in November, right? At the very least. which means that he went at least a day before having any sort of apology conversation with his youngest daughter, who he yelled at for trying to finish the song that Molly wrote. A full, at the best, a full day. This guy sucks. This guy sucks.
Yeah, he's pretty bad.
Like if you've ever, and we all have, if you have kids at some point in time, you go a little bit too hard. And if you don't feel that,
oh my God.
Imagine that happens and you go a full day without like just being like, you know what? I guess I should apologize.
Yeah.
This guy sucks.
Can't.
Dylan, you suck.
Dylan,
what the
you
heck?
suck.
Hey,
Dylan.
hey, Dylan, what
What the heck?
What the frick, man?
Going back to the beginning of the movie, he goes to pick up the kids and pick up some groceries. I just want to say this, like, what's the point of having teenage kids if they're not going to help bring in the groceries? That's literally the whole point of having teenagers around, is so you don't got to do that stuff anymore. This guy's in there, all the kids run in, hey mom, whatever, and he comes in with like a whole, like, he's got 10 bags in his hands. You got to get one of them punk kids to do that for you, man. That's the whole point of this deal. I'm obviously, him signing a record label right then and there is insane.
Insanity.
It's insane. It's ridiculous. It makes no sense, but whatever. Dan, I'm the youngest.
Yes, I'm the youngest.
You're the youngest.
Rye guy, you're the youngest?
I'm the youngest. Yeah.
There you go.
Imagine a situation where it's Christmas Eve movie night.
Yeah.
Christmas Eve.
This is the wait what of the century.
Where it's Christmas Eve movie night, and there is space on the couch for mom, dad, and one kid. Imagine the youngest getting that seat.
Insanity.
Good freaking luck. Are you kidding me right now?
Insanity.
You're the youngest will try to get that seat, and the oldest will come over and be like, scram.
Yes.
Out of here.
Yeah.
And not only did the oldest not do that, they take the most uncomfortable seating.
You mean the tile around the fireplace?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever just want to sit down on the tile with the fireplace
They
jamming
just had
into
it
your back?
redone. Yeah, they just.
Tough.
There was also plenty of room on the couch.
Yeah, they could have fit at least another one, but whatever. That's neither here nor there. The youngest is never getting that seat. Go spend time with any family ever. I did get a kick out of Molly is notorious for mystery gifts, which I feel like it's just gifts.
That's
but
just asking to die right there. You know what I mean? Like when you see you're in
You should have seen it coming.
a Hallmark movie when you're notorious for mystery gifts.
Yeah.
They're telling everyone that you're gonna
the biggest gift is what the heck is a sledding accident. But anyway, he goes and grabs this mystery gift towards the end of this movie to go and open. And one of the kids has his fingers crossed and is like, what's he hoping for?
Yeah. Is it pink boots for his sister?
Yeah.
Because that's what it was.
He's just like, I don't know. I really got a kick out of that. That was an interesting choice. They do this fundraiser thing, and the system is the worst system, which is you bring in your cans.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
You hand the cans to someone
to pastor,
else,
to preacher,
and pastor then puts them in the box.
That's right. Yeah.
It's just cut out the middle, man.
Yeah, just
you
put them
can
in the
drop
thing.
the cans into the box. You
We
can do
got
that. Oh, this is asking for someone to like jam a finger or something. It's a
Yeah.
mess. And last but not least, I say this. And I know that there's people that do this, but if you're decorating your Christmas tree on Christmas Eve, I hate you. Dano?
All right, so most of the good ones are taken here. I do want to point out, and I wrote this down, our lead looks like Crispin Glover and Adam Scott had an illegitimate child together. There's no way around it. If you look at what's going on there between haircut and facial expressions, it's a wild time. That's all I've got there. They do sign a record deal at the bar. No lawyer present, no fine print, no red tape. They just sign one, which is also crazy. But I want to make sure I understand the timeline of this. And I think I do. Signed a record deal. That's first. Everybody with me so far?
Ready.
Moved to Nashville.
Yep.
Wife says she wants to stay home and take care of the kids.
You got it.
Next scene, I'm picking up extra shifts at the hospital because we need the money. What happened? Was this the rewrite you were talking about, Rye Guy? Like, I thought the record deal got them to, like, monetize them to go to Nashville.
Right.
She wants to stay home with the kids.
So it was a backloaded deal. You get into it in the details here of the
Yeah,
contract. It's
yeah.
backloaded
In the
deals. So you
extended cut.
sign.
That's right.
You sign. You don't get any money.
Then
up
why did
front.
she think she was going to stay home with the kids?
Eventually.
Yeah.
He didn't tell her
it's
about
it's a
the
backloaded deal.
Also,
parameters of the
I
It's
don't
a
know.
backloaded
First
deal.
of all, there's like staying
It's
home.
you know Otani. You know his
She
contract.
has deferred payment.
Deferred
Yeah.
it.
So
deferred payment.
my other thing is this: is staying home with the kids as a mom or dad, noble
God bless
profession. If that's what you want to do, please go do it.
God bless that and the oil company.
Weirdly enough, can I tell you this though? And both
Go
and.
ahead. Yeah, both and.
A weird time to do that is when 75% of your children are over 14 years old, because you're not really doing it. I don't know how else. Like there is that one daughter who probably still needs some childcare, but time.
Again, that's why you have teenagers.
That's right. The time to stay home with your kids is when they're all in single digits. Like that is like saying you want to stay home with your kids when all of them can basically drive. They're not going to be home anyway. Like I what a weird time to have that crisis. So there's that. They keep going to this place that's got a padlock on the door, and that padlock is carrying the weight of the idea that this is a rundown establishment. So this place is clearly a pristine club in Nashville that they have rented out, that they use at the end of the movie. It looks amazing, but they put one chain and padlock on the door, Coach Carter style, and we're supposed to believe that it is shut down, it's run down, it's dilapidated. And it's so funny. They pull on the thing, they're like, let's try the side entrance. They're like, man, this place used to mean something. Really, really impressive. Also, it's a good thing that Dad broke the no phones on Christmas Eve rule.
Oh my God.
His phone rings.
Imagine if he had it off.
His phone rings and the whole family's like, Dad, are you freaking kidding me right now?
Dad, frick you.
Yeah, what the heck, man? We
Dad?
said no phones on Christmas Eve. Turns out his daughter's dead. Can you imagine if he was like, I wish I could answer this, but we have a hard and fast rule in this family: no phones on Christmas Eve. It's a good thing.
No matter
good thing
what.
you got there. Yeah, that's all I
Turn it
got.
off. Dad, turn it off.
Yeah.
Doesn't
matter.
It's time for what the hallmarks where we wonder what could have been. Maybe having a clear question. What are we still wondering about? Rye Guy.
Listen, everybody grieves differently, and but to the rewrite possibility here, there should have been a further rewrite for this movie to end on the 1 year anniversary to the hour of Molly's death, with them just happy around the Christmas tree, not a we wish Molly was here in sight is a wild decision, and honestly made me a little uncomfortable, Brent.
So obviously one big one is what the heck really happened to Molly.
Sledding accident, Bubba.
Might as well show it at that point. Let's get into the nitty gritty here. It's like just a 3-minute slow motion scene, her head getting decapitated on a tree somewhere. But also this movie ends. Well, okay, so there's a character in this movie, the lone person of color in this movie, turns out to be a ghost.
That's right. Who
Okay.
can lift a
I don't
bit.
know if I even caught that, honestly.
No, he disappears.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
waits. His daughter's beside him, and then he disappears.
So he's there watching on, right? And then Dylan
Bagger
looks up.
Vance.
Dylan looks up and he sees his daughter, and Dan's like, "Oh, he's a ghost." And I was like, "Well, maybe it's just her." And then they go back and they're both gone, which leads you to believe, obviously, that he is a ghost.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why? What happened to him?
That's the only way that's the only way that our lead would know a person of color.
Because there's no explainer on what his relationship to our lead is in the 1 or 2 scenes he's in before that either, right?
No, but he does lift a bench.
Yeah.
He lifts one side of that row of seats.
Yeah. Don't multiple people see him earlier on?
And he also is the one that secures all those seats.
Yep.
He's a ghost or an angel, I would say, for this movie.
Yeah. What's his deal?
Yeah, he probably an
what
angel
is
in
he?
this
Is he an
context.
angel? So I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said ghost.
Well, no, I mean, I think it could be
Molly's
debatable.
obviously an angel now as well. Gone too
Right.
soon. So just a couple of angels, and she could have showed up anytime. I mean, like, hey, Dad, get your stuff together. Hey, Dad, you're really being a doofus right now.
Yeah.
No,
What the heck, Dad?
What the heck?
Send this guy who doesn't have any
No, that's right.
connection to him, and he'll straighten him out real fast. What's that guy's deal?
Yeah.
Dana?
Yeah, Mark Wills is in this movie. I didn't initially know who Mark Wills was when they announced him, and the crowd went nuts. And then I was taken immediately back to my young adulthood in the year 2000-ish, 2002. Somewhere in there, right around in between me being 17 and 20, there was a country song that swept the charts called 19-something. And I know every word to that song. It's a banger. And it was sung by Mark Wills. He literally doesn't have a single, I don't think, to his credit since. How did all this work out? How did
I got it, Dan. I got it, actually.
Please.
Hey, Tom. Hallmark got Brad Paisley this year. Who do we got on the Rolodex? Well, Mark Wills is available.
I got
he
Mark
hasn't had a
Wills.
hit since Dan was 18.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. It was wild. And I'm not saying that like Mark Wills has been. I'm saying it like, I love that song. I'd be down for another Mark Wills track. Send it my way. But I also am very curious as to like, in what room that isn't Mark Wills' family or all people my age are people going, oh my God, that's Mark Wills. Like he is not like, what's going on there? What is he's my version of what you had. Like what's going on?
What is he?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you bring him out and it's like, well, duet with
Do your
Tiny
song.
Child.
Nope. Duet with Tiny Child, of course. Yes.
Well, we did it, everybody.
Yeah, we did.
We are going to be back next week. If you're in your Christmas blues,
Getting real.
if you're in the post-Christmas blues,
29th.
come back.
Yeah.
For Christmas with the Nightlies.
We'll be lively.
I
It'll be
can't
fun.
even think about it, but that does sound fun.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So come on back for that. Until then, we're the first to wish you a
Merry Christmas. Deck the Hallmarks, the Bramble Jam podcast, produced by Brandon Gray. And yeah, that Greenville, South Carolina. For more information on the pod, go to deckthehallmark.com. Follow us on the socials at Deck the Hallmark. Leave us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts or even Spotify. And to find the best corner of the internet where you can hang out with all of the hosts, get ad-free podcasting, live video watch-alongs, and so much more, you can go to BrambleJamPlus.com.
God bless.